this is going to be our third incubation. For this, we were able to get some olive eggers, so they're a lot lighter. So we're hoping to see a lot of what's going on. So we want to show you guys kind of what happens and what candling looks like. We're going to do candling every night as far as we can into it, and cross our fingers for some good egg laying. So one thing to note, we're a little bit interested. Some of these eggs have a very sharp change to them, so they're not your normal eggs, and so that could not be a good thing, but we'll find out. For the dates, we have 2 eggs that we gathered on the 30th of March, and the rest of them go all the way through up until 2 of them that came in today. So we're going to also see, I've heard rumors that anything over a week has a lower chance of hatching, so we'll see what we can get. For this, we're using our same Genol 12 incubator, the same one that everybody uses. I got a thermocouple inside that I use externally, and then one that's actually in here with a humidity gauge. Right now we got it at about 99.5 degrees, and humidity is about, so it went from 20% completely dry. I put a ½ ounce of water in it, and it got up to 55, and it's kind of fluctuating. We'll kind of see how we play with that. I don't want it as high as 55. I'd like it a little lower, but it's all kind of seeing what happens. So I'm going to put these in, and while I talk about them, I want to candle them just to see originally how they look. I've never candled them before putting them in, so that'll be something new. Alright. So, looking at what we got here. First one we're going to start off with, we're just going to go kind of numerically. So when we pulled the first 2 out on the first day, there was on the 30th of March, but we're not sure which one came first. So we have 0 and 00. One of them is technically from the 29th, but we don't know which. So looking inside, you can definitely see the yolk is on the top, and it's got a lot of porosity, but nothing too crazy. Our last incubation was black copper Marans, and you really couldn't see much compared to...
Oh, there's a crack in that.
But so that's why I want to look at this already, see stuff like that. So we'll see how that crack develops. I know some people have some fixes for that, but it's not anything that you can notice on the shell on the outside, so I'm not super worried about it. We'll see. First one's in. So after 0 or before 0 comes 00. Also porous, also has the yolk sitting on top. So when these were put into the shell, into the crate, I don't know if you guys noticed, but we've got pointy side down. That's what the internet suggested for best results. We read a little bit of things that we could do, but I haven't proved any of it, so we'll see how it goes. So number 1 is next. Another porous looking thing. The yolk is on top. I'm liking the similarities in these. I don't know if you can see that little string. I don't know if that's that little white string you usually see in an egg, but there's definitely something coming off the yolk there. The yolk is freely moving when I'm spinning it. Alright, there we go. You notice in these that since they're smaller, there's a lot of room in there. I don't know if that's a good thing for them to be bouncing around too much, but we'll find out. Next up, there's that thing again, kind of hanging out there. But these all look the same. I don't really know. I think that's just some dirt on the outside. That's cool. Working top down. Numbers up. Alright. So this one's day 4 we're up to now. So this came out on the 4th, middle of this week. interesting spots. Okay, so for the last 3, we did not get an egg on the 5th of April. So this one's the 6th. Which is yesterday. This one's today, sometime early today. We didn't know we were going to get this one, so we got kind of lucky with that. We thought we were only going to get 7. We get 8 olive eggers, and the 8th one is a mystery brown. We just grabbed one out of the house, and there you go. You can see that yolk is floating. It's not anywhere near the top. It's just kind of doing its own thing right now. It's not really had time to set. Okay, so there's 9 eggs. I'm going to flip this light on real quick. They're all set in. It's a little bit loose. So when I roll them, they'll definitely move. But I like it to be a little tighter than that. The black copper Marans we had were way more round, like our brown here. I'll show you that for a quick reference. So number 6 is one of the worst ones. So here's a round egg. Here's that pointedness I was talking about. It's a lot smaller. So I don't know how that's going to affect anything, but there's only one way to find out. So all in all, I mean, they all look good. We have the one with the cracks, so that makes me a little bit nervous, just to add to the things that could go wrong. We're not expecting great results, but we're doing everything we can to get the best results we can. So I'm going to drop this on here. It's seated well. We'll let that climb back up, warm back up, and like I mentioned, we'll candle again tomorrow. So we should have this video up in a few minutes, and again, every night we will candle the eggs, post a video so you can keep up and see what's going on, and hopefully in the end we'll have 9 beautiful little olive eggers, and things will work out well.